네, 이제 코로나 때문에 좀 제주도로 이렇게 바뀌게 됐습니다.
And they have no complaints.
해외 나가지 못하지만 지금 날씨 너무 좋고 신혼여행 기념하려고 촬영으로 사진 남기고 싶어서 이렇게 작가 섭외해서 촬영하고 있어요.
Many elderly Koreans still remember coming here for their honeymoon.
70년대는 그래도 제주도 오는 게 외국 가는 것만큼 좀 특별했어요. 그렇게 흔하진 않았어. 즐길 줄도 모르고 그냥 이제 코스를 이렇게 돌았죠. 택시 대절해가지고.
귤나무 한 나무만 있어도 서울에 대학 보낸다. 그렇게 하던 때거든요. 그래서 그 여행 가방 있죠. 거기에다가 서울에 친척들 준다고 귤을 가득 사가지고 간 그런 기억이 있어요.
Hotels and shops on the island are finding ways to attract couples. Currently, the crowd size for weddings has been capped at under 50 due to the COVID-19 restrictions.
코로나 상황 때문에 해외에 못 가시는 이제 수도권 내 지역에 손님들이 계시기 때문에 소규모로 진행하는 웨딩들에 관해서 안내를 해드리고 있어요. 타겟은 하반기부터 이제 도민 웨딩을 좀 받을 생각이 있고요. 도민 웨딩은 이제 수도권과 다르게 행사 시간이 5시간, 6시간 기준으로 잔치 문화가 반영된 웨딩.
Jeju is experiencing a revival in its wedding business, even as the pandemic has forced many to cancel or delay their weddings. Statistics show about 214,000 people tied the knot last year, down nearly 11% from 2019. With COVID-19 shutting out overseas competition, the island will likely buck the trend and remain Koreans' top honeymoon destination for a while longer yet. Im Yeon-so, Jeju Island, South Korea.
Let's also check in on the markets in South Korea and the rest of the Asia Pacific. They are staging a comeback, tracking the recovery on Wall Street overnight. That was thanks to some bargain hunting, the shrugging off of inflation fears, as well as the CDC's recommendations lifting that mask mandate if you've been vaccinated, all that providing a tailwind for the markets. Now, still ahead on Asia First. Growing tensions in Israel amid concerns the ongoing conflict could escalate into a full-blown war. Plus, projections the Indian government will be able to vaccinate the entire population between this August and December.
Look forward to brighter skies. The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
Welcome to the perfect journey, where you feel your holiday has already begun. Where the dreamers can... Those with a taste for the finer things might... Or even... For the film lovers, the relaxers, sleepers, and the connected. It's the details that make a journey perfect, but warmth and hospitality make it feel like home. Qatar Airways, going places together.
When I was young, the ocean is not so hot compared today. Offshore farming platforms allow us to grow seaweed in warmer oceans. Yun, pangarap ko na wala nang magugutok sa Pilipinas.
Walsh protects you and your family. Presents the Singapore Parenting Festival. Join a series of 6 free webinars at Singapore's largest virtual festival for advice on your pregnancy and parenting journey, like having a safe pregnancy and delivery, getting ready for motherhood, nourishing your baby, building a special bond, ensuring your child's well-being, and giving them a head start in life. Register now. That's not all. Get awesome discounts and deals in the grand sale. Singapore Parenting Festival, proudly brought to you by MediaCorp and the Asian Parent. Scott's multivitamin gummies support your kids' growth. Dumex Do Grow, comprehensive nutrients. The following partners: and Shopee, #1 online shopping platform in Singapore. Shopee.
This is Asia First.
Good Friday morning. It is 9 a.m. here in Singapore. I'm Julie Yu. Our top story this hour. Israeli army officials deny they have launched a ground attack on Gaza, citing a communication error as deadly fighting with Palestinian militants in the territory stretches past a fourth night, with Hamas firing off more rockets toward Tel Aviv and other targets.
I'm Teresa Tang. Also this morning, getting back to normal in the United States. President Biden hails new guidance by federal health officials, saying Americans fully vaccinated against COVID-19 can now go without masks in most places, a major incentive as the pace of daily vaccinations in the country continues to slow.
I think it's a great milestone, a great day.
We have all longed for this moment.
The risk is extremely low of getting infected if you're vaccinated.
Meanwhile, India is struggling with a different reality in this pandemic as authorities scramble to get coronavirus shots into the arms of its sizable population, revealing sufficient vaccine supply is still months away.
I'm Avril Hong with the business news. Singtel looking to shake up its subsidiaries as the company reveals it's going to see a more than 1.2 billion Sing dollar charge amid the pandemic. Plus, will Alibaba shares in Hong Kong follow the tech titan's U.S. listing lower this hour? The company posting its first quarterly operating loss since going public in 2014 after facing a record anti-monopoly fine by Chinese regulators, but beating forecasts for revenue guidance as it works to turn the page. The tensions remain high among the Israel-Gaza border amid worries that the conflict between the Israelis and Palestinians could quickly spiral into a full-blown war.
Israel has been amassing forces, along the border and appears poised for a possible ground assault.
Just hours ago, the army sent a message saying troops had infiltrated Gaza, but it has since clarified that Israeli soldiers have not entered the strip, citing a communications error. Now, anticipation has been high for an assault after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu rejected an offer of ceasefire by Hamas. Intense artillery exchanges between Israeli forces and Palestinian militants have been continuing. Balls of flames rose high in the sky yesterday after strikes smashed into densely packed Gaza. Israel says as many as 160 rockets were fired at them, but they've managed to intercept dozens before they could hit their targets. The projectiles were aimed at southern Israeli coastal cities and in the vicinity of Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion airport. And meanwhile, Israeli fighter jets carried out further strikes in Gaza, targeting what the military says were banks and intelligence buildings.
The ongoing conflict has cost more than 100 lives in Gaza. Specifically, Gaza's health ministry says 103 people have been killed, including 27 children. Nearly 600 more have been wounded. In Israel, at least 7 people have died. Now, the aerial